Hi there, Andy Ron here with Montana Land Source with this week's video summary of the Montana Land Report for April 13th, 2022. This week we are down to 17 property updates. If you remember last week we were up to 31, which is the number we're used to seeing more typically this time of year in the Montana land market. But all year in 2022 we've had much diminished activity, and this week we're again back down to 17 total properties updates in the past week, although there are 8 new listings, which is substantial. And I think moving forward, we're going to see this environment. It does seem like more listings are coming up on the market. It's the right time of year for that. So we are seeing the listings ticking up. I suspect that we're going to see moderate volume in sales activity. It just seems like a lot of the good stuff has been picked off the market. There is new inventory coming on and whatnot. It will just be interesting to see how fast that moves. I've talked about this in past videos. You know, buyers are pretty discerning in this market. I just don't see, even though there is a lot of demand and lack of supply and motivation on the buyer side at the same time, they're pretty measured. I just keep hearing that over and over when I talk to buyers and their brokers. They're looking for what they want, and if they can't find it, they will just continue to look. And again, just impacting the supply side. Properties not going on the market largely because they can't find replacement properties, and so they're not bothering to go on the market. So as I said, 17 total property updates. That's 8 new listings, 1 property back on the market, 3 price changes, 3 pending sales, and only 2 sales. So like I said, we're seeing kind of a diminishment in the volume of activity. We'll see how that continues into spring and summer. As far as news and events coming up next month in the Montana Farm and Ranch Brokers, we're having BLM come and talk about wildland mitigation efforts and opportunities, programs and whatnot for wildfire mitigation. That's a big issue in the rural West, seems to be getting bigger every year. And of course, heading into this season, we're as dry and drought prone as we've been the last couple of years. It's just been a dry environment, so that'll be meaningful. And then in May, on May 19th, up in Helena, there's a seminar called Easements in Montana, and this is put on by the seminar group. I don't have any affiliation with the seminar group, but I have found their events and content to be very good. It's a one-day seminar on easements with continuing ed credits available for real estate agents, appraisers, and others as well, like attorneys. And that's one thing about the seminar group is they tend to cast a wide net in terms of professions that can get continuing ed credits for their events. Very in-depth, mostly attorneys. And it seems like this event is mostly focused on conservation easements. It's not just conservation easements, but if you look at the schedule, a lot of the speakers are focusing on conservation easements, and some of the top attorneys in Montana with history with Montana conservation easements, Andy Dana, Christian Dietrich. So that looks to be a good event. And like I said, Montana Land Source doesn't have any affiliation with the seminar group, but I do put events on the Montana Land Source events page that are relevant to the Montana land market. So if you have events, auctions, continuing education events, networking events, anything to deal with the Montana land market, let me know. I'm happy to put that on the Montana Land Source page. And finally, almost forgot, the video is available for the Land Stakes presentation that was given in Bozeman on February 8th. This is an annual presentation that Clark Wheeler has been doing for 21 years. I helped Clark out with it when I used to work for Clark, and then over the past couple years, the event is expanded to include other appraisers. So it's Clark and Mike McDonald with Norman C. Wheeler and Associates, myself with Montana Land Source, and as well as some Farm Credit Service appraisers, Wade McAlpine out of Great Falls and Christine Murphy out of Miles City. So it's about a 2-hour video, I believe, but it's on the Montana Land Source website. If you go to, I have statistics page for every year, so I have a 2021 statistics page that video is embedded in, and I also created a news event that's on the newsletter, so you can get to that, and you can also access it directly on YouTube. So that event is the premier presentation on land values and trends. Everyone waits anxiously for the video to be available, and that is now available. So check it out. There's some great content there. Thank you, and have a good and safe week, and find us at mtlandsource.com.